All right, so we're diving into security in the contemporary world today, and
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
I mean, everyone wants to feel secure, right? But
of course.
this chapter is saying that like how we actually define security
Right.
is way more complicated than it seems.
Absolutely. It's definitely not as simple as just saying like more guns equals more safety.
Right.
The text argues that, real security, it's about protecting what it calls like core values.
Okay.
But then it's like, whose values are we even talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Like the governments or individual citizens, and do those even always line up?
And like, how big of a problem does something have to be before we
Okay.
actually call it a security threat?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like me being late for work because my car broke down, that's not a threat to national security.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
Okay. Okay.
it's a good question though. Like, where do we draw the line
Yeah.
between those everyday problems and
Right.
what we'd consider a genuine security threat?
Yeah.
The text actually uses this really good example.
Okay.
Imagine like getting robbed, right?
Yeah.
It's scary. It violates your sense of safety for sure.
Definitely.
But society as a whole, it keeps functioning, right?
Right.
But now compare that to say like a massive cyber attack
Okay.
that completely cripples the power grid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that's a completely different scale.
Yeah, it's like the difference between like a fender bender
Yeah.
and like a multi-car pileup.
Yeah, one is just an inconvenience, but the other like brings everything to a standstill.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is what leads to these different schools of thought on security.
Okay.
You have the traditional versus the non-traditional approaches.
Yes.
Traditional security, that's what focuses on like military might.
Okay.
Think tanks and missiles and alliances, all that.
Gotcha. So like, I always love a good historical example.
Sure.
And the chapter mentions how the U.S. was